broadcast from Florida. Take my little short walk to work. Looking at these nice Hey, what up, Nick? Hey, call me today. Let's chop it up. So, Nick, this is how I walk to work every morning when I'm working from Florida. What up, Sherry? Menifee. So, show y'all how cool. Hey, y'all turn the radio on. I'm about to play a powerful gospel song for our praise break and meditation this morning. See, look at this. Very peaceful. So this was I just walked to work from, George. He probably got his headphones on. What up, George?
What's up, buddy?
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
How many minutes we got?
You got like 4 minutes because it's 3 minutes to 6.
Okay.
Or 2 minutes to 6.
The golden mic. So I sit right in this room. So I put my phone on. Y'all got your radio on? What up, Rosetta Anderson? What up, Dave?
Show started.
Good morning. All right, we got it. Here we go. Turn your radios on. Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. Let's get into some praise. Got a special praise right here for you. Oh, man, when the saints go to worship. By Donald Lawrence, one of my all-time favorites right here. Hope y'all enjoy this, man. Turn your radio all the way up, man. You might have to pull over on this one because this is powerful right here. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Pastor Haynes up next. Of King Will. What up, Beverly? Let me know if y'all listening. What up, Victor? Ain't that crazy how that works? You could see me live and then about a minute and a half later you could hear everything I just said. Love this song. When the saints go to worship, that's when deliverance deliverance will take place. Yeah, cool. It's one of my favorites, Sherry. Oh, Satan's how Hey. Was strong and mighty. Won't that keep? Come in. We welcome you in. Yes, sir. Turn these up just a little bit, Joy. Thank you. You're the king. His tabernacle. Yes, sir. We welcome you in. Yes, sir. You are welcome. Yeah. You're, and you're, come on now. Yeah. Yes, sir. That to come in. You're the king. All right, come on. Oh, man, I hope y'all got your praise on this morning. Donald Lawrence, when the saints go to worship, we just thank God for everything. We thank God for our life. We thank God for our blessings this morning. And we thank God for just allowing us to see another day. And we are humble and grateful this morning. That's why we give you praise every single morning right here on this show. We just thank you for the opportunity to just uplift your name. And we just want you to touch the sick, the shut in, everybody that's incarcerated, and let everybody know that you are King of Kings and Lords of Lords. And we love you, Father God, and we thank you for your grace and your mercy. We thank you this morning. And that's why we praise you right here on this show every single morning. Yes, sir. Dr. Lawrence, I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Listen, got your front page coming up next. You don't want to miss it. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, here we go. Y'all have a blessed day.
News headlines,
Entertainment.
sports.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 10 minutes after the hour, y'all. Sitting in for Eva this morning is the one and only Maria Moore. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The 3 sheriff's deputies involved in the fatal shooting death of Andrew Brown Jr. in North Carolina last month will not be charged. Yesterday, the district attorney in the case said that the deputies were justified in the killing because Brown had used his car as a deadly weapon. Brown's family called the DA's decision an insult and a slap in the face. The FBI is carrying out a separate investigation. The House is set to vote today on establishing an independent 9/11-style commission to investigate the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. It's expected to be approved in the Democratic-led House, but Republicans in the Senate are indicating they will try to block or delay it. The office of the New York Attorney General, Letitia James, said yesterday that its civil probe of the Trump Organization is now a criminal investigation. No explanation was given for the change. The Manhattan DA's office has been conducting a criminal investigation of former President Donald Trump and his company for 2 years. I'm Maria Moore with a look at your news headlines. Rock T, what's happening in sports?
Well, the NBA play-in tournament started last night, Maria. You know what I'm saying? Washington Wizards lose to the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum dropped 50 points for the Celtics, so they claim the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs versus the Brooklyn Nets in the first round that goes on later on this week. Now, the Washington Wizards get a second chance to try to hold on to that 8th spot, and they play the Indiana Pacers, who beat the Charlotte Hornets last night, man. So this situation is getting very interesting. Tonight, the Western Conference play-in tournament starts. Spurs versus the Memphis Grizz. And then, of course, the game everybody's going to be watching. Golden State, who's the 8th seed, will play the champs. The Los Angeles Lakers is going down, man. Shout out to New York Liberty's Sabrina Ionescu. Becomes the youngest player in WNBA history to record a triple-double. She dropped 26 points, 12 assists, and 10 rebounds yesterday, man. It's going down real big. That's what I got for sports this morning. Gary with the T. What's up there, Pepe?
All right, everybody is congratulating supermodel Naomi Campbell, y'all. She has welcomed her first child. Now, she announced the unexpected birth, y'all, on yesterday on social media. Now, a representative for Campbell confirms the news. A beautiful little blessing has chosen me to be her mother. Campbell wrote on Instagram, so honored to have this gentle soul in my life. There was no words, y'all, to describe the lifelong bond that I now share with you, my angel. There is no greater love, y'all. And they're saying, honey, that a beautiful love is definitely there for Miss Naomi Campbell. Now, it's her first child. She's only 50 years old, and they're saying she made the public acknowledgement that she was she didn't make the public acknowledgement that she was expecting a baby. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the birth announcement comes just a few days, y'all, ahead of Naomi's own birthday, honey. Now, Campbell has said, y'all, in the past that she wanted to be a mother. Now, back in 2017, she told the Evening Standard that she had chosen, or that she had considered having a baby rather than adopting. She said, quote, I think about having children all the time, but now with the way science is, I think I can do it the way I want to do it.
Damn. At 50?
50. That's what I was going to Maria about it. Now, Ricky, Maria, honey, you're a mother. I mean, is 50 a good age to have a baby?
I would cry the whole 9 months. The whole 9 months. That's the, for me. But I don't, I think that if that's a dream, especially, for women who have had these long careers, I mean, why not? You want that experience of motherhood. You want to feel it. You want to, go through the pregnancy, or even if you want to adopt, I think it's a good thing, because you don't want to live life with any regrets.
Yeah, but now, Ricky, you know this because you know the Bible. Wasn't Sarah 90 when she had a baby?
She was 90. She was 90. Man. Sarah already had stretch marks. Is that blasphemy?
No, not really.
It's Sarah.
It's
Sarah, yeah.
That ain't cocoa butter.
The kalua today, y'all, is one of my favorite kaluas. My kalua today, y'all, is patty cake. On the high end, you say patty cake, and on the low end, you say beautiful pink. That's your kalua for today. Brad, what you got coming up next in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, we got a rapper saying they got more hits than Jay-Z, but I doubt it. I'm going to tell you who set it up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 minutes after the hour. Brad got your hot spot. Brad, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. During the interview, Young Thug clarified why he previously said he had more hits than Jay-Z. He explained, I was talking too fast, but y'all know what I meant. Basically, all I was saying, I just used his name because he's the biggest in the world to me, and I just used his name to let the world know, yo, I got as many hits as the biggest dude in the world. I'm doing 2 hours on stage for real. I don't remember my last hour show, and I don't do much talking. So he did say that, but then he clarified it. He said he was talking a little too fast. All right, y'all, moving on. BET has announced that the BET Awards are returning next month. The show is set to air live from the Microsoft Theater on June 27th. It'll feature a live audience comprised of vaccinated individuals. Also, Drake has purchased a stake in Daring Foods, a Los Angeles-based company that specializes in plant-based chicken. Now, Drake was among those who contributed to Daring Foods Series B funding round led by D1 Capital Partners. Now, Daring Foods CEO Ross McKay said in a statement, the first wave of plant-based was really based on taste and texture, but then you had to sacrifice other elements like health. Does that mean it just tasted good and the texture felt like real meat, but it was unhealthy for you? Yeah, we know you don't do vegan. You know we eat oxtails, Rick. Moving on, Kenya Barris, y'all. He was dragged yesterday on social media because he announced, I did a story yesterday saying that Mixes was gone. Blackish has only one season left. Well, he did an announcement saying he was teaming up with Eva Longoria to do Brownish, a series centering around a modern Latina family. One person wrote, I really wish they would stop this ish. Get it, ish, Mixes, Blackish. And another person wrote, and he's serious too. So people feel like you getting rid of the Blackish and the Mixes and you coming around with a Brownish to do like a Latina thing. How y'all feel about that? Why do y'all think people are mad?
He's milking it for all it's worth, and it's just, I don't know, it seems a little silly at this point.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion.
Okay, well, thanks for your personal opinion, Special K.
Well, I wonder what they should do with the next sitcom about, because it seems like all the ideas are taken. Maybe they should reboot Sanford and Son. Maybe it should be like Mike Epps and somebody. Well, Mike Epps probably too young to do Sanford and Son, but like
a version. Lamont.
Right,
it's actually not a bad idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean he couldn't be Lamont because he's too funny. But I tell you what, maybe J. Anthony Brown or somebody could be like Sanford or whatever, and let somebody serious, be Son or whatever, and then just I would love to see them making it
hilarious.
If they reboot Sanford and Son with probably J. Anthony Brown and somebody. It would be freaking hilarious and just kind of updated a little bit or whatever. Mm-hmm. I think it would be great if the writing is phenomenal. You got to have the best writers in Hollywood to pull that one off. And the Jeffersons.
Yeah. Oh, and the Facts of Life then, if you want to keep on going. Some of these shows need to come back because that would be great because it could help younger women. They could have a Miss Garrett in there helping like people like Tootie and Blair and these younger girls that have issues, and it could show that something that's really relatable. I think that would be dope too. All right, y'all, last but not least, Apple TV unveiled the official trailer for The Me You Can't See from co-creators and executive producers Oprah Winfrey and Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Does he still have that title, Gary?
Nope. You remember they relinquished that. They said
it showed in all the scripts. Anyway, the film offering a glimpse into the diverse stories of mental health and emotional well-being in the new documentary series premiering Friday, May 21st on Apple TV. Oprah Winfrey and Prince Harry joined forces to guide honest discussions about mental health and emotional well-being while opening up their personal journeys and struggles. High-profile guests including Lady Gaga, Chef Rashad Armstead, NBA San Antonio Spurs DeMar DeRozan. Did I say it right, Rock T? DeMar DeRozan?
That's it.
and Glenn Close and more, along with Oprah Winfrey and Prince Harry themselves, share their stories, living with their challenges of mental health and addressing emotional well-being once again. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot right there. Coming up next, we got Rock T's HBCU. And in the meantime, in between time, y'all hit us up for them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 1-866-9-RICKEY. Time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU.
There it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah, man. Rock Teasy in the house, man. It's time for another HBC. Yes, we're going to always put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. That's right. We finna head down to Tyler, Texas, home of Texas College, established in 1894. Also home of the purple and gold Steers. Let's talk about one of y'all's former graduates, Miss Mildred Faye Jefferson, a physician and political activist. Not only did she earn her bachelor's degree in 3 years out of Texas College, she became the first black woman to graduate from Harvard Medical School and the first black woman to graduate in surgery from Harvard Medical School. While I'm running down all these firsts, she's also the first woman to become a member of the Boston Surgical Society. That's kind of a big deal. She's known for her opposition to the legislation of abortion, which she founded the National Right to Live Committee. And oh, by the way, at a young age, she used to follow the town doctor around on his horse and buggy while he made house calls, which actually inspired her to become a doctor. Mildred Faye Jefferson, another proud HBCU alum of Texas College. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU. Hey, Rock. Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley, and happy Wednesday to you. We're here with your coronavirus update for May 19th, and we're going to talk about what's going on right now. There are millions of vaccine doses that have been administered, and now, Ricky, everyone is traveling or planning to travel soon. So what I wanted to do was provide some guidelines for successful and safe travel, because I'm asked the question every day in my personal practice. The CDC released new guidance that states that fully vaccinated people, those that are 2 weeks from the second shot or 1 week from the first shot of the Johnson & Johnson, can travel with less risk to their health and don't need to get tested before or after traveling unless their destination requires it or you develop COVID-19 symptoms after the trip. But Americans flying abroad must provide a negative corona test to the airline before flying home, even if they are fully vaccinated. Here's testing advice from health experts for travelers. The question is, who needs to get a test to travel? Vaccine passports could replace the need to show negative corona test results to cross borders, but unless that is official, you may still need to get tested to travel, and it is not official in a lot of places. But check where your destination is, because a lot of people are accepting vaccine passports. For example, those traveling to Hawaii need negative test results to enter. Some destinations require negative tests to enter, and some require negative tests to depart and return to the United States. So don't go and travel somewhere and then find out when it's time for you to come back that you need another test to return back to the U.S., because at that time the cost of the test may be prohibitive. Get tested. If you need to get a test, make sure you get a PCR nasal swab, because there are a lot of rapid tests that are available now, but they do not accept that as okay for travel. So you need to get one. You need to find out where you can get it. First, check with your primary care doctor. They may be able to direct you. If not, look at your city and state health departments, or just go online and say, PCR nasal swabs. I know that sounds, to this point, people saying nasal swabs, they still doing that? Yes, they are, and that's required for traveling. What kind of coronavirus test can you expect? Again, if you're going to get that test to meet a travel restriction requirement, make sure you know what type it is, and make sure that it is an antigen test, although some places are accepting antibody tests. So you really need to be conscientious about and find out about where you're going and how you do that. You don't want any surprises on your travels.
All right.
Okay, Ricky, we have questions from the listeners.
Good morning.
Yes, Dr. Collier. I was wondering, I have a girlfriend, and me and her, we do a lot of traveling. I was vaccinated, and she wasn't vaccinated. And up until this time, she has not tested positive. Well, this past weekend, we hung out, and she tested positive, but I'm vaccinated. Could it be that maybe I could be still a carrier?
No, they have not identified a carrier state, but that scenario I have seen in my personal practice. People traveling in a group, and some of the people were vaccinated, some of the people were not. One of the people tested negative before the trip, but tested positive before they could return, and they were placed in quarantine and not allowed to return. Now, imagine you've gone on a vacation, it's time to get back to work, and they tell you can't leave for 14 days. So that's an expense that no one could bear, probably. The cost of that, the loss of 2 weeks of work, plus, again, possibly the loss of your job for being out an extra 2 weeks when you told them you would be back on that Monday. So that is a big problem. I just recommend that everybody should get the vaccination. That keeps it simple and relieve you of that opportunity and that question. There's no carrier state, though, so if she got it, she did not get it from you.
All right, Dr. Collier, give him your information.
Okay, the opinions expressed of those of Dr. M.J. Collier, not those of Mr. Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show crew, all cast or its radio affiliates listen to around the United States of America and around the world.
I am single. By single, I mean divorced. It's interesting because a lot of people don't know I was married because it was such a short marriage. But, after you've been divorced for a while, you have time to think about it. Like, what happened? What went wrong? And a lot of stuff went wrong for us that led up to our divorce. One of the things was my then husband, he told me that I was getting too skinny. He wasn't attracted to me no more. And that I needed to gain weight. And I was like, man, he just hating. I'm not that skinny. I'm thick, typical delusional woman. I was like, I'm thick, And then stuff started happening to make me feel like maybe I am skinny. I was traveling at the airport, and I went in the bathroom. And, at the airport, they got them fancy automatic toilets, So I was doing my thing, and I finished up, and I was waiting on the toilet to flush. A few seconds passed by, it still didn't flush. You want to know why? Because I'm so skinny, the toilet didn't detect an ass. It didn't sense no booty meat. Now, the woman next to me must have had a big ass because hers was flushing the whole time. But mine wasn't doing. So I had to twerk over my toilet just a little bit just to get it to flush. So I am skinny. He was right. I got mad. Went home and started an argument, But the icing on the cake was after a while of being married, my ex-husband realized that I was a tomboy. And, that's not good for him because tomboys don't do certain things well, like phone sex. Before him, I had never had phone sex with anybody. But I tried. So he was out of town and he called me. Ring. That's the phone sex ring. Ring. He said, hey, baby. My voice deep, too. I said, hey, baby. Is it an echo? Tell Big Daddy what you doing. Man. Watching the game. Throwing back a six-pack. What up? Okay. Tell Big Daddy what you got on. Man. A skull cap, a t-shirt. Sweatpants and some J's. How you like the sound of that, Big Daddy? Hello? He never did call back, and that was the end of my marriage, all right?
Oh, man. Comedian Rita Brent, Jackson State University's own member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Y'all hit her up. Rita Brent. Hilarious, man. She gonna be the next Wonder Sykes. I swear she funny as hell. She is like, that's my little Mitzi, man. I'm so proud of her, man.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So what up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Comedian Michael Blackson, y'all, his beautiful girlfriend, Miss Rada, y'all, publicly announced that she's breaking up with him. Now, they're saying just a few weeks after online reports said that she is pregnant. Now, they're saying that Michael's girlfriend, Rada, announced that she and Michael are splitting because he has internal issues and that he needs to work on those issues. Now, according to Rada, they're saying that she says she still loves Michael, but she's not willing to be in a relationship any longer. Now, Rada added that she believes that Michael had been unfaithful. Now, the Latino model explained I am an easy person to deal with, but I will not be lied to. She said, I will always love and support Michael with all my heart. It's time for me to move on and love him from afar, y'all. And a lot of people saying, y'all, you know, if they were to have kids, they would have beautiful children together, she and Michael and stuff, because they look like a great couple together.
What you mean by that?
But they said that, you know, so Miss Rada, honey, you know, she just said what you mean, Special K? So we just got to pray.
I feel a little shade right there. No pun intended.
No, because Rod is a very beautiful Latina woman, honey, and Michael Basin is a great looking man. So, you know, people saying that.
Michael,
so congrats. Michael.
Wrong Michael.
He in this story too.
Oh, who was it? Michael Blackson. I'm sorry.
Was it a threesome? I mean, what was going on? Was it a three-way relationship?
Yeah, but anyway, congratulations. I mean, hopefully they get back together because she looks like a very nice, charming woman, and she loves her man, honey. You know, but I don't think Michael Blackson would lie to her. He has no reason to lie to her about anything. So we're gonna follow that story, and hopefully, you know, everything.
We don't need a reason, Gary. I don't know if you know how that works.
So we're going to just see how that turns out. So just keep them all lifted up in our prayers. All right, while we're praying, y'all, honey, let's continue to pray for Portia Williams, baby. Miss Portia broke her silence, y'all, on her relationship with Mr. Simon Gubadia, y'all. Now, they're saying Portia has broken her silence, honey, on her new relationship with Simon Gubadia, the strange husband of her Real Housewives of Atlanta co-star, Miss Fallon Gubadia. Now, on a recent episode of Dish Nation, y'all, Miss Portia revealed, y'all, that she got engaged, y'all, 4 days before Mother's Day, and was surprised, y'all, by the reaction that she got, honey, when she confirmed, y'all, her relationship with Simon on social media. She said, quote, it was just special. She said it was very, very special. She said, I really didn't think anything of it. She said, honestly, Dennis, myself, and Simon, my fiance, were all sitting there, and it was such a magical moment of being grown adults, being mature, honey, and, you know, wanting to do the best thing that I was like, okay, let's seal this moment with a picture. So they took a picture. So she continued, I posted it, and then I woke up like, wait, what's happening? Why is everybody going crazy, y'all? She said, God is good, honey. God is definitely good. She said, I know it seems fast to everybody else, but she said, I've been waiting, y'all, for a love like this, and God answered my prayers, and he's here. She said, I wasn't going to deny it, honey. It was, honey, smacking me dead in the face, she said, and I'm happy, y'all. And she also let the world know she is definitely not pregnant, y'all. So there y'all have it, honey. She's a happy woman, and we're just happy for her because, you know, love has finally come at last, and she's never going to give it back. So let's continue to support Portia and her endeavors and everything that goes, you know, on. So.
Struggle is real, huh?
I'm happy for her. I think it's a great thing, you know. And I think that, you know, she acknowledged that, yeah, it looks bad, you know, it may look bad. It was kind of quick. But, you know, when I met my husband, he proposed to me about 4 weeks after, you know, we met.
Damn,
and we've been
Maria.
married 11 years. 11
Follow
years.
Maria's Instagram and you'll see why.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
After 4 weeks, he proposed. Yeah, Maria. I have to scroll on past your little Instagram. Okay, when I see, I just get nervous. I just scroll up. I say, that's my sister. That's
Go
my
to her
sister.
Instagram and you'll see why.
I'm
surprised it took 4
What's
weeks.
your Instagram, Maria?
At Maria Moore, MariaMore. But it's, you know, it's easy to, not easy, but when the person is right, you know, I could see somebody falling in love quickly. So,
Exactly.
For sure.
You know,
I'm happy for her too.
Yeah, exactly. Because my thing is this: if people been married for 27 years, like Bill Gates and his wife, and they divorced,
Look, we need to stop now. That's our sister.
the color today,
Okay, we happy for Maria. Damn, boy, we happy for Maria.
Yeah, that's what we praying
Boy,
for.
you got somebody fine.
James.
Jesus.
Shoot, and graduated from FAMU. Boy, you got found that page. Don't go to that
Shout out
page,
to
y'all.
Rattlers.
Do not go to that page. South Florida's on.
Especially if you're out of shape, you're going to want to hang.
the color today is patty cake. On the high end, you say patty cake, and on the low end, you say beautiful pink. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Time for the wake-up call. Get at your boy 866-9 Ricky. Here we go.
Tiffany calling from Orlando, Florida. want to say congratulations to my cousin Omari, who graduated from Lake Howell. And wake up, wake up, wake up, Edgewater Eagles. Today's your graduation. Woo! This is Tracy Jones calling to wake up all Sumter County Schools employees. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, this is Deonche in Houston. I want to say wake up to my husband, Anthony Thomas, and my kids, Jackson, Zoe, and Jeremiah. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. This is Dwayne calling from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I would like to wake up my sister Lisa, my brother Rand, and all of my family in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Because we gon' let them know. When you will Richmond, wake up. And Little Rock, wake up. Hey, Tulsa, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Flint, wake up. In Toledo, wake up. Des Moines, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate it, Brent.
You welcome, Ricky.
Can y'all give it up for Miss Bernice Jenkins?
All right.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Just another day that the Lord has kept me. The Lord woke me up this morning and slid me in my house shoes. Good morning, Janie.
Good morning.
Here's our church announcements. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
The whole deacon board died during early morning service, all 9 of them.
No.
The pastor has decided to let them all sit there until he finished preaching the 10:45 service. And then the family members can put them all outside in the church van where we'll ride them over to the funeral home. So sorry about this, how God just came and got every last one of them. It's a sad day. The homegoing service for Garrett Wiggins will be at 10 a.m. Saturday. He was only 32 and hadn't been suffering from anything. He was in perfect health, but the senior pastor caught him smashing the first lady in the back of a 92 Tahoe.
A 92 Tahoe.
Right behind the fellowship hall after Bible study last week and shot him 6 times.
I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it.
Yes. We miss Garrett. We miss Garrett. We miss Garrett. And the pastor will still be officiating the services.
It's gonna be awkward.
Lord.
Yeah. So condolences in prayer for Mother Selma Atkins, who lost her brother Willie on last Friday.
All right.
Yeah, he was 96. Did you know Mother Selma Atkins?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had his brother Willie had suffered from lupus, measles, mumps, excessive spinal fluid, hepatitis A, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, hepatitis D, genital warts, herpes, peeling skin. But that ain't what killed him. He got called to the upper room when he had went on a senior citizen trip to the zoo. And they was looking at the reptile exhibit, and a big python got loose and wrapped around him on his scooter and squoze him to death. Squoze him to death. Can you say squoze? Maria, is squoze a word? Is squoze? Can you say squoze?
I think it is.
Squoze are squeezed. Was it squeezed or squoze?
Yeah, I think it's squoze.
We'll take them both, Miss Jenkins.
Was it squeezed? Or scrolls.
Whatever you say.
Or scrolls. Either way, they buried him in some snakeskin shoes, so that's not the church announcement. All right, Jane, I'll call you later. Let's conclude our church announcement. All right. Black Tony, what's going on?
I hate to do this. I hate to do this. I know it's going to make things, weird.
But you hate to come to work.
But now, let me tell you something. Because yesterday, I called up yesterday. I'm proud of myself. I'm feeling good about myself. Because I told y'all I was graduating from my Everest College course, what I had started taking in 2006. Got my association degree in ceiling fan escalation. Now, look, everybody laugh at me. Now, look, son. Because it's finna get serious now. It finna get serious. Keep on sniggling. It finna get serious now. Because everybody laughing at me. Rock T, everybody was laughing and making fun of me. And now y'all finna catch a lawsuit, Shawty.
For what?
Action class $25 million lawsuit, Shawty, for everybody who listened to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show and was clowning me on my Instagram and on my Twitter. I'm finna sue everybody.
So you gonna sue everybody because you went to Everest College for ceiling fan installation?
Yo, I'm finna file an action class lawsuit on everybody who listened to the morning show. If you listen,
so everybody that clowns you and responded, you finna sue them? How you gonna?
Yo, no, listen to me, shouting. Everybody who listened to the morning show in every city, I'm finna file. I'm lawsuiting all of y'all. Everybody who listening right now.
Class or class action?
Action class.
Lawsuit.
Yo, everybody. Miami, Florida, the whole Miami, Florida, West Palm Beach, Charlotte, North Carolina, Birmingham, Alabama.
Everybody in Charlotte, everybody's driving up and down Independence Boulevard about to get sued.
Yo, all of y'all.
Everybody in Birmingham driving on 280 this
Cleveland,
morning.
Ohio.
Everybody that's driving on 20 in Dallas. Everybody in Houston finna get sued.
Yo,
H-Town.
if you listening, you were laughing, you finna get
Oklahoma City. What about Cleveland?
Cleveland, keep on going, shot all of them.
Louisville, Kentucky.
All of them.
Everybody that listen to us on Magic in Orlando.
Yes, sir. All of them.
Everybody in Tallahassee. Maria. That's Maria.
Tallahassee, Orlando, all of them. Columbia, South Carolina, all of y'all get
They don't care and they ain't paying you nothing.
Maria Moore, you the only one not gonna get sued. You wasn't on there yesterday.
You nothing.
How you gonna reach out? How y'all gonna serve? How you gonna serve the papers to everybody that's listening?
My lawyer he gonna. I don't know. That's a good question.
Are you coming to work, man? You ain't coming. You ain't coming today.
I gotta figure out how to sue all these damn folks.
Bye, Black Tony. Go.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth.
It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Gary got the tea and the color of the day. What up?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. You know, we all went through Corona, and it was a wonderful time when everybody was locked up in the house. But people were not only locked up, but they were putting together babies, y'all. Now, it's being reported, y'all, that Usher Raymond and his beautiful girlfriend, Miss Jen Gucci-Coche, are expecting their second child together, y'all. Now, they're saying Usher, 42, and Jen, 37, are already parents, y'all, to baby girl Sovereign Bow, y'all, who was born back in September of 2020. Now, the couple was spotted, y'all, in Beverly Hills shopping, and they're saying, you know, that Jen, honey, she's the VP of A&R at Epic Records, and they're saying the couple, you know, been seen together since 2018, and they're saying, you know, that was when the time when Usher and his beautiful ex-wife, Miss Grace Miguel, announced their separation after 3 years of marriage, y'all. Now, they're saying that Usher and Jen took their romance public in 2019, and they were seen together in the Hollywood Bowl, y'all. So congratulations to Usher. I mean, you know, he already has kids. He has 2 sons with his beautiful ex-wife, Miss Tamika Foster. And, you know, people saying, you know, I mean, love, honey, what does it have to do with? A lot of things. So congratulations to Usher and his beautiful girlfriend, Miss Jen. And in other baby news, y'all, congratulations to Ludacris. He and his beautiful wife, Miss, how you say her name? Eudoxie? They're saying they may be expecting a baby boy, y'all. Now they're saying that rapper Chris Ludacris Bridges and his stunning wife, Miss Eudoxie Bridges, are expecting baby number 2, y'all. Now they're saying, y'all, that Eudoxie is 28 weeks pregnant with her second child, and it's going to be Luda's 4th child, y'all. Now they're saying that the girl dad already has 3 daughters named Karma, which is 19, 7-year-old Kai, and 5-year-old Cadence. a daughter with eudoxia, y'all. So isn't that wonderful that people are having babies? People are still populating, because it was just on the news the other day. They're saying that people are not having babies anymore. They're not. The world is going to end because people are not procreating anymore. So it's good that these young men are still procreating and going to help the world, be a better place to live in, since we need more children. And they're saying that African Americans usually just have 1 to 2 child per family. So it's good now that we're having more kids. Isn't that great? And Maria, now you have what? How many kids?
It's always an extra one when people ask. It's 4, and it's right there. It's it. That's all. Yep, I have 4.
Just 4?
And I got 2 grown ones. Yeah, just 4. Just
Wait a minute, they grown? Wait a
4
minute.
is enough.
Wait a minute, grown?
Yeah. I have 2 grown ones, and then 2 in elementary school.
You did a split on them. So you created babysitters. That's when you want to get the babysitter set up. And then when you had the other
pregnancy, it was a lot. I was like, what is my body going through? Because my first one, I was in my early 20s. So, you feel like you're invincible. Like I'm just, I'm still going to campus. I'm nursing my baby in the back of class at FAMU. And when I got pregnant, in my early 30s, I was like, I was feeling it a little bit more. But,
Right.
Children are wonderful. They're wonderful.
They are. They are.
And speaking of pregnancy, let's continue to pray, y'all, for Erica Minya and her husband, Safari Sanders, y'all. They're saying that somebody broke in their beautiful Georgia mansion, honey, the other day, y'all. They're saying that Erica posted a photo of a man holding up a necklace, y'all, which appears to be Safari's necklace of their daughter face sapphire on it, y'all. Now, she said that the person said, this is a celebrity chain. Don't ask how we got it. And they said Erica wrote, unfortunately, over the weekend, their house was robbed. Now, she said there's now a $20,000 cash reward, y'all, to anyone who could lead up in arresting all those involved. Now, they said you could remain anonymous, and all you need to do is go to their EM, her EM or Safari's EM, and let them know about it. So I guess you ain't got to call the police no more. You just go to people's DM, honey, and tell them, we broke in your house.
Celebrities need to start wearing ankle bracelets. They keep getting their chains took. They need to start wearing belly chains or something, and pull your shirt over, because I'm so tired of these rappers
get
around
a
here
security system or
fighting over necklaces. Or get an ADT put on your necklace or something. You can see where it go and get a notification every time somebody try to snatch it or something. What is up with the chain? I mean, damn, all these people you ride and all these rappers, and Mr. T got a lot of necklaces.
Okay.
Nobody ever took a necklace. Not one damn necklace from Mr. T. When the Rocky movie was out, Mr. T had on 200 necklaces. Nobody snatched one.
Nobody's ever made that point.
Mr. Tina went through Greenbrier and went to every kiosk and bought all them necklaces and went and did Rocky. And Mr. T is in his 80s now. Nobody ever took one damn chain with Mr. T picture on it. So why y'all right here taking these rappers' necklaces? I'm just confused.
That's something to think about.
Because he pitied the fool. What? Mr. T pitied the fool.
All right then. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is patty cake. On the high end, you say patty cake, and on the low end, you say beautiful pink. That's your color for today.
We need to do the great grandmama pearl necklace challenge. I dare you to try to take one of your grandmama necklaces in that jewelry box. My grandmama used to have all them pearl necklaces with the matching earrings or whatever, and hold them up on Instagram talking about, I got big mama chain. Got big mama. Because God will handle you. I dare you. You do not touch them pearl necklaces, because they wear those on the first Sunday doing communion. You don't know nothing about them.
Sunday.
Yes, sir. Them I know the blood ones. I know it was the blood for me. One day when I was lost, he died upon the cross. I know it was the blood for me. Yes. Y'all give it up again with the team. 11 minutes.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news. It's what's trending now.
A lot of stuff going on, y'all. The Elizabeth City, North Carolina sheriff deputies who shot and killed Andrew Brown Jr. last month will not face criminal charges. Now, the district attorney announced arrogantly yesterday that the investigation found the officers' actions were justified and consistent with their training. If that's so, sir, turn over all the damn tapes and stop cherry picking videotapes or whatever. That's just my opinion. And ladies and gentlemen, joining us this morning is attorney Bakari Sellers, as he has been working with the legal team representing the family of Andrew Brown. Bakari, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Thank you for having me. And your intro was a whole sermon. That's what we were asking for. Release the tapes. Let everybody see the video. If it's justified, just let everybody see the video in the SBI report that was done.
Yeah, and let them judge. I'm talking about, man, can you make it make sense? Explain why the DA is, and he was very defensive yesterday and really, really arrogant. He wasn't really, seemed like he, even when they wrong, sometimes they can be at least sorry for the situation happened. He was just really arrogant. He said he don't care if that car was going forward, backwards, or sideways, or whatever. Like he was just really all in, standing up for the police officers that have this cowboy racist mentality and went out to kill. They went to kill, because that wasn't no going out to serve and arrest. What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, the vehicle at no point was being used as a weapon. The two incidents, and he kept saying the two times that officers made contact, the vehicle made contact with officers, both were initiated by law enforcement. The first was when law enforcement reached out and grabbed the door handle, and Andrew Brown backed up. The second was when Andrew Brown turned the wheels to evade the officers, because if he wanted to use the car like a bowling ball and treat them like pins, he would have just gone straight. But he veered to the left to get out of the way, and the officer reached out and touched the car and backed away to push himself away. That officer who pushed himself away, little known fact, he didn't even fire his weapon. He didn't even feel in danger enough or in harm enough to fire his weapon.
Right.
Only 3 officers fired their weapon. 4 officers did not. So one of the questions we ask is, if so many people were in danger, or if this vehicle was so threatening, why did 4 officers not fire?
And if he was, and Bakari, if he was white, they would not have shot. How many damn videos we done seen white people chasing police officers with knives and guns and what's his name, went in there and killed all those people at that church in South Carolina and Charleston or whatever, and then he get taken to Burger King. When I tell you white privilege, it makes me angry, because if that dude was in that car, if he was white, they would not. And show me where they done shot. Show me anything where white police officers then shot in a car, killing a white person for doing something. Show me one.
Nope.
Show me one.
You won't see it. You won't see it. And they keep talking about retraining, Ricky. They talk about, we're going to retrain. Well, I think they need to specifically train officers on how to deal with black people. I mean, that's what it is, Like you said, you see all of these videos out there, white folks getting away, running cops over, doing all of these things that are causing black people to lose.
That's why they respect them.
White people killing cops.
Exactly. They run up on them, take their gun, run, nothing happened to them.
Exactly.
And you know what, Bakari, they still have not released this nearly 2 hours of body cam footage. What is up with that? The family's only seen 20 minutes of video. Is there any sign of him being a threat to officers, this video?
No, there's none. And, not only did they violate their policy, which is important to know, but they also shot into somebody else's house. Right. An AR-15 round went through somebody else's house. They also shot in the direction of other officers. They also shot during and across an extended school zone at 8:20 in the morning. So their recklessness, it has no bounds. And at the end of the day, the DA, look, you don't have to like me, right? Mm-hmm. And that's fine, because I'm giving you all you can handle day in and day out. I get it. Like, you can join the I Hate Bakari Sellers fan club. That's fine. He can be chairman. But the disrespect that he's showing this family, we didn't even know what was going to happen yesterday. We did not receive a single phone call yesterday from the district attorney or anyone else regarding what was going to happen. I mean, the disrespect that folk have for black families in life and death is something that this country has refused to ever deal with. And for that, it's going to be we will deal with that at the appropriate time.
But Bakari, what can the feds do on this? What can the civil rights division or the Justice Department or anything outside of the state government can do about this case?
Well, we're hopeful that we really are hopeful that the feds get involved, and we are. They're reviewing the case. It takes a while. We know it takes a while, but until then, we filed a petition yesterday asking for the videos to be released. We are asking for all the information to be released, and we're filing a federal lawsuit in the next 2 weeks.
That's
So, and Bakari, can we also remind people that they came to this house to serve arrest and search warrants related to non-violent drug charges? Is that correct?
That is correct.
But Mr. Brown is dead now.
They were serving a warrant, and let me tell you, I do this type of law every day. Do you know how many phone calls I get that says, can you come turn your client in at such and such time? Can you bring them down here? We have a warrant for it. The courtesy that they give,
right?
They don't show up on the back of a pickup truck. I mean, literally, they were in more danger riding on the back of that pickup truck on the way over there than they were from Andrew Brown.
Right. What do you think about the arrogance of? I mean, he was just a complete racist. He had absolutely no compassion for Mr. Brown's family. And it was almost like you would have thought he was one of the police officers that work in the office with the police officers. I'm talking about it's like a good old boy club, and just how narcissist and racist and uncaring he was. Because at the end of the day, somebody died. You understand? And it was a tragic situation, and it wasn't apologetic about the situation, even no matter what side he was on. He was just real defensive and arrogant. Am I on point?
I mean, you are, but I'm not going to get into the personality of Womble. I mean, in fact, I think that's what he wants to do. He wants us to lift him up as some conservative icon. He's running for judge, and that's what you saw yesterday. You saw the politics of it.
Yeah.
And we are, I'm somebody who is focused on getting his family justice. And what he's emblematic of is a system that doesn't care about us. And so we're going to tear down the system. It's going to take a lot of time and some fight, but justice delayed is not justice denied.
Oh, man. Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, sometimes when we see these things over and over again, it can be very discouraging. So what would you say in terms of next plan of action? Like, how do we move forward, changing what went wrong here and try to prevent this from happening in the future?
Unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that we're seeing is codified. It's on the state and local level. The fact that you can't see body cams, the fact that you don't, you can't get your DAs recused from cases that they should be recused, all of these things. So I would ask you to focus on state and local changes. I'd ask you to reach out to District Attorney Womble and ask him to release the video. All of these things are things that we can change.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, CNN political analyst, attorney, and New York Times best-selling author Bakari Sellers. Man, thank you, as always, for taking the time to give us your insight on these things, man. We really appreciate you. Bakari, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Bakari_Sellers at Bakari_Sellers on Twitter and Bakari Sellers on IG.
And there it is, y'all. Bakari Sellers, y'all. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Hey. All right, y'all. Here's the situation. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, you and your boo are on a couples trip together with a group of friends headed to the private pool, and one of the wives wears a thong bikini with everything that the good Lord gave her popping out. What would you do? Would you compliment her, or would you offer her a cover-up, or cover your eyes, or what? What would y'all do?
Play it off. I don't see nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I bet you would. She'd get her ass escorted up out of there. She got to go. Because that's disrespectful. You don't do that.
Okay, so
and then she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, you don't do that. A thong? Come on now.
Or is it just a regular two-piece?
Thong.
Here's the question again. You and your boo on a couples trip together with a group of friends headed to the private pool, and one of the wives wears a thong bikini with everything that the good Lord gave her popping out. What would you do? Compliment her, offer up a cover-up, or cover your eyes, or what?
put her out.
I would compliment her, honey, if I was there and in my situation, since the question wouldn't reverse to me. I would say, girl, you getting it, baby. Let them have it, honey, in your thong, honey. I sure would, and tell her, let's go get in the water, honey, and have a cocktail. I would tell her that.
I think the people who would be most uncomfortable would be the other husbands involved or the other, significant others.
That's my thing.
Sex. And I would say, I would just ignore it, act like I don't see it, and I ain't saying a word.
Of course
I'm just
you
gonna act like I don't see it.
Or what if they, turn around, get in and out of the water? Because let me tell you something. With my experience, the reason why I don't do a lot of group stuff. Once, and I can say black people because that's where I'm around 99% of the time. Once black folks in groups, and once one person become comfortable, all respect, all decency, all home training and stuff go out the window, and you put other people in a predicament to have to. You shouldn't put nobody in any predicament to have to say anything to you about anything indecent because you should know better. But here's the other thing. The flip side of that is having a conversation. Now, here's what we don't like to do. We don't like to talk about stuff as black people. Do all out of all of your getting, get an understanding. Nobody wants to have the uncomfortable conversation, whether you bringing people over for dinner, whether you going on a trip. What are the rules? What is the understanding? What goals? Are we swinging? Are we being decent? Are we okay? Like everything needs to be discussed and sit down and talked about, because it's always one fool in the bunch that will ruin a whole trip and make everybody uncomfortable. And because I get people all the time, I'm gonna bring my friend, but she ain't like that. How do you know she ain't like that? What do you mean she not like that until she get here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's awkward and you do something out of order, and then now that put a strain on my friendship with your friendship. Is always one or two people that's indecent and always out of order. And I'm so glad, I thank God from above, that I had home training from my grandparents, and it's just like literally a lack of home training. Some people are uncouth. Uncouth. Google uncouth.
Classy, yes.
Not classy. No kind of sensibility and sensitivity to other people. You understand? It's terrible. Yeah.
Could I interject? And it don't have to be the woman. It could be a guy in this situation that could be equally indecent and over the top.
Totally agree. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
I would compliment old girl for her attitude and self-confidence, and not about a darn thing. I've been with my man for almost 30 years. We good.
I would enjoy the view. She's a grown-ass woman, I'm sure.
I would just enjoy myself and let her enjoy herself, because most people who make a problem with any situation just not comfortable with themselves. So when you're comfortable with yourself, you're going to have a great time and let that person have a great time, because we all should be able to wear what we want to wear.
I would say, ma'am, that's inappropriate. And then when she walk away, I'll put my shades on.
See,
what were you about to say, Brett?
I said that's just rude. I just disagree with that. Like, you shouldn't come nowhere in no thong. Now, if it's just you and your man or you and your woman, cool. Y'all do y'all thing privately. But if it's a party, be respectful to other people. Even if the man not gonna look disrespectfully or be trying to check her out, like, it's still disrespectful. Like, you just shouldn't do that.
But how you gonna know what the other people wearing though? Like she said, she's comfortable.
They should have class enough to be respectful. They can be comfortable in their body at their own damn house or at their own pool. If you come anywhere with people, even if it was older people, just any party, you respect everybody around you.
Sometimes, man, we be doing too much and we be crossing the line. I see it in airports. I see it on the beach. I see it all the time, and it's embarrassing.
You see it in restaurants.
In restaurants,
start respecting yourself.
Hanging out.
You know, it's about respecting yourself.
All kind of stuff. All right, y'all, hit us up. Let us know what you think. Hit us up on our Facebook page, man. Songs that will stay in your head all day. Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Oh, man. Batman. Top cheating songs of all time. 5 minutes after the hour, y'all. Woman to woman now. She done called her on the phone and told her how many bills she paid. What kind of dudes you got?
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me, Gary.
Baby. But you know what, Rick? She loved that man, and she said she loved him. But, you know, she's an older woman. Because the new women ain't playing that, honey. A new woman ain't about to call Barbara and tell her all the bills she's paying for that man. And that ain't happening.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Ain't nobody finna, they ain't finna call, they ain't finna text. All you got to do is go on Facebook and you see all the fight videos in the apartment complex. But back in the day, they would say woman to woman, they would have a conversation, but not now. They pulling out weave, they pulling off wigs. I'm talking about, man. Maria, talk to me.
Well, I mean, just wigs are getting snatched. I think you wrapped it up.
Right.
I mean, and it's so common to have a side piece now, so it's we in a real different time now. We in a real different time. Like,
Maria,
what?
but the tone of her voice when she was talking, it took me out. Barbara, this is Shirley.
Yes. Okay, let me ask you a question. Which one had their hair in a French roll, Barbara or Shirley?
French roll.
Who hair was in a
Barbara had the
Barbara hair was in a French roll. Now, what's Shirley? How was Shirley hair?
Shirley had loose curls, honey. She had some loose curls, and when she answered that phone, honey, from Barbara, honey, she threw her curls, and she said, "Now, what you say, Barbara?" And she listened to what Barbara had to tell her.
So, Special K, what kind of
with the foam rollers in her hair?
Yes,
she had the foam rollers in her house robe on when she called.
Yes, she did.
So, Gary, what kind of shoes Barbara had on?
Oh,
when she was on the phone.
Oh, honey, Barbara had on some cute flats, honey. She had some cute flats on because she wasn't expecting that. So she had on her flats, honey. She was about to probably go buy a grocery. And honey, baby, when Shirley called this girl, honey, she said, "Wait a minute, baby, hold on."
Special K, what kind of shoes Shirley had on?
Shirley had on. She still had on her little white nurse shoes because she worked at the hospital. And she had a cigarette in her mouth. She was holding that cigarette the whole time she was talking. Yeah, that Salem and that ash was real long on it. So she had flicked it the whole time she was talking.
She had
holding
what?
it in them 2 fingers.
She had what?
She had that cigarette with that long ash on it.
Right.
She was just talking with them little nurse shoes on.
Now, was this a cell phone conversation or the telephone that's on the kitchen wall with that long ass cord?
She was on the trim line. She was on the trim line right there. She dialed that number. Boop, 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 boop.
Now, was this now which one had Shirley or Barbara? Which one had the rotary phone?
Barbara. Barbara had the rotary phone, honey.
Barbara had, so when Shirley called, Barbara had the rotary phone and she couldn't start 69 because you get your finger stuck up under that little clip.
Yes, she could. Yes, baby. Because, baby, Miss Shirley called Barbara about her man, so Barbara had the rotary phone, honey.
So which one got the stubble under their chin, Shirley or Barbara?
Probably Shirley.
Shirley for sure.
Yeah.
Shirley.
So between the two women, everybody agreed that Shirley had a little stubble up under her chin. She
definitely Shirley.
Looking a little bit like Emmitt Smith up under the chin.
Woman to woman.
The stubble under the chin didn't quite connect, so it wasn't a full goatee.
Say what?
The stubble didn't quite connect, so it wasn't a full goatee. It was just right on the side of the chin.
And y'all remember they didn't fight back then because back in those days it wasn't no Brazilian wax. If they would have got to fighting, boy, it would have been bad. They wasn't doing armpits or nothing. It was Tussie Cream. That would have been
nothing.
A fight brought to you by Tussie Cream deodorant. The one that you dip your finger in there and like putting a perm up under your armpit hairs. That's right. Shirley Talking to Barbara is being sponsored and brought to you by Tussie Cream. Tussie Cream deodorant. The first Sunday deodorant that your grandmama used to wear, y'all. 9 minutes after the hour, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Y'all, please welcome Dr. Bernard Hodges and Dr. Terrence Ferguson. Give it up.
Good morning.
Man, what's up, man?
What's up, team? It's all good to be here, man. Appreciate you having us on here.
Root for the bros doing big things, man. Hey, man, so proud of you, man. Thank y'all both for joining us this morning, man. Now, Dr. Hodges, man, you were telling me, that only 2% of veterinarians are black. And most do not know that animal health care is a sustainable career. And now, why is there such a lack of diversity in that field?
man, it's one of those things where if you don't see black veterinarians, if you don't, you don't think about it. In the South, we all love football, baseball, basketball, so you see kids that want to be there, but nobody wants to be a hockey player because we never see it. So, oftentimes, as a black veterinarian, we kind of go, and we love animals, but we kind of get steered to the path of human health. But, man, veterinary medicine is an amazing career. I mean, I can't say enough about it. And you're from Alabama, one of the HBCU that produces 76% of all veterinarians is Tuskegee.
Right. Yes.
It's the only one. So, that's why we got to get, the other schools, and hopefully we get into the diversity plan to help this. And Nat Geo Wild is giving us an amazing platform, man. We are able to, kids are able to see us. And so they know, man, I could be a veterinarian. So, it's just been a great thing. And they also, yesterday, surprised us. They gave $50,000 to Fort Valley State University, which is our alma mater, for the Vet Tech program. So Nat Geo is stepping up to the plate and giving us a platform.
Now, Dr. Ferguson, at your hospitals, you've trained more than 75 black vets and 150 vet technicians. And this summer, you plan to expand your program nationally and start a mentor and shadowing program. Now, tell us about that.
Yeah, definitely. Dr. Hodge and I, one thing that we take very serious is just being mentors for the youth and trying to grow that next veterinarian. So what we decided to do is we put a program together this summer called Vet for a Day. And basically what Vet for a Day is, we're having students come in that are like 12 to 15 years of age, and we're going to expose them to all areas of veterinary medicine, whether it's trying to figure out how do I get admitted to veterinary school, what classes do I need, all the way up to let them scrub in, we're going to do some surgeries, we're going to show them how to restrain animals, and just a full gamut and holistic approach to veterinary medicine, because we know that one thing that we definitely have to do to increase the numbers, we have to expose them to it. So this is one thing that we're doing is trying to expose kids to this field of veterinary medicine so that we can hopefully increase that number from 2%.
Man, I got a niece that's getting ready to go off to college, man, and one of my favorite cousins, Dorinda, she has her youngest daughter, and she is so passionate about being a veterinarian, and we were having a conversation about it, and bruh, I'm telling you, man, on the shield, I'm gonna send her to you.
Send it to me.
Yeah, dog. I'm gonna send her there, man, because I would love our family. We don't have nobody, no veterinarians in our family, and I just want to help her with everything, because that's all she talk about. That's her dream, and it'd be crazy, dog team, because man, kids be having those goals, and then they say, well, once it get hard, they'll just bring it down to something. Well, let me change my major to something else, because that's going to be a little easier. But I really want her. I think if kids had the experience, do you know that my dad, he's dead and gone, but he was a veterinarian assistant. That's what he did. He worked at Dr. Martin's office, and that's what he did. And I took my dogs to Dr. Martin. He would always tell me all these stories about how my dad worked in there. So the love that our family have for animals. Brad has 5 dogs. Brad, go ahead. I know you want to jump in on this.
You know I'm ready to jump in. I got 6 dogs, Dr. Ferguson and Dr. Hodges.
Okay.
I would like to get into one of these classes because I'm tired of taking my dogs and then they tell me they don't know what's wrong with them, or they give me some steroids and then my dog still has the same cough or whatever. Like, I want to come take these classes myself so I can learn more, and I want to bring my babies to y'all. I never see black vets. I live in Alpharetta, and I be trying to find them, and I'm like, where are they? I need people compassionate about my babies because they like my kids.
Oh, that's the big thing, man. That's how we look at them.
And you know what, too? A lot of people are hesitant to get into becoming a veterinarian, and one common misconception is that they don't make a good living, or they're told that, it's not a good occupation by family members. For those who have doubts, Dr. Hodgins, what do you have to say, about the pay?
I can personally say veterinary medicine has been amazing to both Dr. Ferguson and I. We is to provide us opportunities to be able to do what we want, buy what we want, drive what we want, and live where we want.
Absolutely.
So
my bill, Doctor. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just thought about my bill. Honey, my 6 dogs, I might come out of there paying a $2,000-$3,000 bill when they get all their shots and grooming and all that. So y'all making some money.
That. Yeah, people don't know there's good money in it.
Veterinary medicine will provide you an amazing life. I mean, absolutely amazing life. So I think, we think it's an amazing field. We just want to expose kids and let them see us and use it, and that's what the big thing about the platform. And thank so much for cause so many times we get kids reaching out like, I want to be a veterinarian, but I didn't see anybody that looked like me. So I didn't think I could do it. But I'm here to tell you can do it.
Dog team, two things I wanted to do on this show is have y'all on. Shout out to Malcolm Walker. That's your LB, dog?
Yes, sir. It's not my LB. I was actually his DP.
Okay. Yeah, dog, you Fort Valley, right?
I'm Fort Valley. Yep, Mighty US 89.
Rude dog, Rick Smiley Springs, Star Wars Chapter 2000, Trey Dog, now Alpha 5. Hey, listen, bro, let everybody know how I want y'all to come back on. I do not want this to be your last time, bro. Like anything, and I want to open it up where people can ask questions about animals, about animal behavior.
Man, we love to do that, man. We do it. We doing it across the country. And what's like the big thing is, we a lot of times the black audience don't know. That's why it was so important for us to get on here, because we want the black audience, and we want to teach them about their pets and show them and give them the answers.
Dog, I'm gonna have y'all back on, man. I really appreciate y'all, man.
Yes.
Thank you for all of the hard work that you both put into creating opportunities for these young people, man, and make sure y'all follow them. Check out all of the information available for your family on how to become a veterinarian. Y'all please give it up and show your love for Dr. Bernard Hodges and Dr. Terrence Ferguson. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 minutes after the hour, y'all. This segment is being brought to you by Indeed. That's right, Indeed believes that less is more, and that's why they have powerful tools to help you source, screen, and hire quality people faster. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit. All right, sitting in for Eva this morning, Maria Moore, FAMU's on. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Here's a look at what's happening on the front page. Now, we had Bakari Sellers on earlier this morning to talk about this. Attorneys for the family of Andrew Brown Jr. asking the Justice Department to step in after a North Carolina district attorney said the deputies involved would not be charged in connection with his killing. The DA said the shooting was justified because Brown used his car as a deadly weapon. The deputies will keep their jobs but will be disciplined and retrained. The FBI is still carrying out a separate investigation. Meanwhile, a bipartisan group of House and Senate negotiators met up to come up with a bill that will overhaul the nation's policing laws. President Biden has said he wants a bill by the anniversary of George Floyd's death, which is next week on May 25th. But the group says it's not adhering to any deadline. The House is set to vote today on setting up an independent bipartisan commission to investigate the January 6th Capitol riot. It's expected to be approved in the Democratic-led House, but Republicans in the Senate are indicating they will try to block or delay it. President Biden announced that the U.S. would send 20 million COVID-19 vaccine doses overseas next month. By the end of the month, Biden says there will be enough vaccine supply for every American. Currently, 48% of the population have received at least one dose. COVID-19 cases in the U.S. are the lowest they've been in nearly a year, and case numbers are down in all 50 states, which is very good news. I'm Maria Moore sitting in for Eva, and those are the... Yes.
Maria, real quick, let everybody know real quick how to follow you on Instagram. You'll be with us for the next 2 days, and you have helped women all over the United States lose thousands and thousands of pounds. They need to follow you. I'm following you because we want to get healthy. Let everybody know how to follow you on Instagram.
Yes, I am super excited to connect with everyone, especially my ladies, at Maria Moore, MariaMore. 10,000, more than 10,000 pounds to be exact if you want the numbers, Ricky. More than 2,500 women worldwide have done my programs, and I'm actually going to be working out for free workout, a virtual workout tonight on Zoom to a really dope Michael Jackson mix. So I have a link for that in my bio on Instagram at Maria Moore. But always appreciate hanging out. Yeah.
Maria, you know what? I can't keep up now. I need a beginning.
You can keep up with this one. I'm going to pace it tonight.
Maria, I'm going to do it with you. Brett, are we doing it? Are we all Special K?
Maria, are we going to be able to watch this special can? Are we going to be able to? Are we going to be able to watch this and be comfortable with doing a radio show with you the next day?
Y'all probably won't.
I'll wear some sweatpants and a hoodie. Okay, I'll wear some sweatpants and a hoodie. But it's a great workout. It's a great workout. It's going to be paced, but y'all can check that out. Always appreciate sitting in for Eva. Rock T, what's happening in sports?
Already there, Maria. NBA the play-in tournament went down yesterday, man. This is exciting, man. Despite what some people think about this play-in tournament, I like it, man. Washington, the Wizards, they lose to Boston Celtics, man. Jason Tatum dropped 50 points. Celtics claim the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference playoff. They play Brooklyn Nets in the first round of the playoffs coming up later on this week. Charlotte lost to the Indiana Pacers. But the Western Conference play-in tournament is tonight. Spurs got the Grizzlies, and then, of course, the game everybody is watching and can't wait for is Golden State versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, listen, Steph Curry is the hottest player on earth right now. I know he's going against LeBron and Anthony Davis and all that, but don't be surprised if Golden State upsets the Lakers, man.
In 7?
Now, if the Lakers,
in 7?
No, this is the play-in tournament. So here's how it works, real fast. Golden State is ranked 8th. They're seeded 8th. The Lakers are seeded 7th. Whoever loses this game, they still got one more chance to play into the playoffs against the winner of seed 10 and 9. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But whoever wins this game tonight between Golden State and the Lakers, they automatically sew up the 7th seed.
Oh.
I know you may be confused.
Right, please text me before they get. Don't let me miss that. Please.
I got you covered, bro. I got you covered. Let's get to the hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BRA18.
Super Dave cut you off, Rock T.
They ain't playing about time this morning.
Not at all. Dave ain't playing.
He cut you off.
You don't even got to give me no intro. You can tell y'all about this New York Star season.
Hold on.
Okay.
This segment's being brought to you by
Macy's. Tune in each week to the Undressing Room podcast, presented by Macy's, with hosts me, Eva Marcille, L'Oreal, and Dominique the Diva. We are 3 powerhouse women who are not afraid to speak our mind. Available wherever you listen to podcasts.
Y'all should have sped that up.
Hey, Brad, I got to say something real quick at the end of yours. Go ahead, Brad. Good morning.
New York Star, good morning. New York Star Caesar Emmanuel's ex, Crystal, has blasted him, saying that he's using his daughter Cheyenne for a storyline. Now, the aftermath of the physical altercation he had with his daughter was aired on the latest episode. And after the episode aired, Crystal took to Instagram to respond, saying that Caesar is lying to save face. She said, he gets physical with my child. My child has a towel on. My child barricaded herself in a room with a dresser and called me. She didn't have her phone. He took her phone and called me, and she called me through iMac. Crystal said that she called 911 since she couldn't get in touch with Caesar. She said her daughter's face was bleeding. The police report, they took pictures. He was found guilty in the state of New York for neglect of his child. She added, you're using your daughter. How could you lie on your own child? That doesn't make no sense to me. How could you lie on your own daughter to make yourself look good? Now that's gonna wrap up the hot spot right there, because that was almost some tea to something Gary should have. But coming up, y'all, we got Chef Kurt Boudreau, and we got the praise mix down. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning
Brad.
Show. Yes?
Now, I don't want nobody on this show to be disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Rock T, what were you saying? Rock T. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, finish, Rock T.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so I was pretty much just saying we can continue.
The Rickey. I can't say. Wait.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time, man. The Black Tony of all chefs, the one and only chef, Kurt Boudreau.
How y'all doing?
What up, man?
What's up, Rick? How y'all doing?
Man, I'm doing good this morning, man. I know you cooking something good, bro. I know it.
Man, I put together a little something for you, man. Today I made a rice using some spicy Italian sausage.
Yeah.
First, I slice up a medium red onion, got my Dutch oven hot, added some olive oil, sauteed for about 2 minutes, and I sliced up some red bell pepper and about 5 cloves of garlic. Cooked those veggies for about another minute, removed, and remove the casings from the sausage. Crank up the heat real high because you want that sausage to brown off like a sear. Because if you keep it on medium, it's just gonna boil. So then I added some white rice and flash cooked it to get those flavors in there. Deglazed the pan with some white wine. Then added my stock and cooked for about 20 minutes. 3 minutes before it's done, I chopped up some fresh tomatoes, green onion, flat leaf parsley, and cooked the rest of the way. And I plated it in a bowl and ate it with a spoon because it was time to dig in.
That's a real simple and the only meat you have. And what kind of sausage you use?
I use a spicy Italian sausage.
Ooh, and that's easy to make. How long it take to make, Kurt?
About 20, 25 minutes.
And what kind of bread you serve that up with? What kind of salad you recommend? What kind of bread?
You could do like a garden salad, man. Nothing really with meat in it because you already got your meat and your rice, all that kind of stuff in the dish.
So what are you saying? Are you saying Kool-Aid, Hawaiian Punch, Juicy Juice, apple juice, wine? What are we drinking with that? Mountain Dew, soda? What goes? What
I was about to say, man. You know you, Rick. You'll throw back a Mountain Dew with it. So
swear,
whatever you feel like drinking, baby.
I don't even drink a whole one now, Kurt. I just need to just burn the back of my throat, dog, and I pour the rest of it out, dog. Kurt, let everybody know how they can find this recipe in this video.
Oh, man, you can find this recipe and video on RickySmiley.com. Also, my social media at Chef Boudreau Official.
There it is, y'all, the one and only Chef Kurt Boudreau. More Rickey Smiley.
One, baby.
Hey, you too, man. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up next.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
What up? This your boy, Chef Boudreau, man. Today, I'm going to be bringing to y'all some spicy Italian rice. About to go down in here, son. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to add about a tablespoon and a half olive oil in here. We're going to sweat this red onion. I got a medium-sized red onion, so we're just going to chop this up. We're going to sweat these onions a little bit. Just a little bit. Next, we're going to get to this bell pepper. We're going to rough chop it because it's going to be cooking for about 20 minutes. So you want to rough chop it and kind of thick. Wasting nothing. That's your waste. Alright, go ahead. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. And depending on the sausage, you can use regular. If you don't really want to deal with the spicy part of the sausage. Turn this down a little bit. Because we just want to sweat these onions a little bit. I'm going to throw that in there too. Of course, it's going to start cooling the pan down. Then we just going to hit this garlic up real quick. I like garlic. You can do as much as you want. I'm going to do about 4 or 5 cloves. We're going to sweat this up a little bit. And we're going to come on back and add some garlic in. Let that cook up. I got about 1.5 tablespoons of rice that we're going to throw in. We're going to kind of fry the rice. Let's get my sweat on. Now what we can do, add garlic and let that sweat. Hit this with this. I want to take this skin off. Alright. I'm going to clean off my knife and I'm going to hit it with this parsley. Parsley on the end. Of course, y'all know I like my Italian parsley. We ain't going to even cut this sausage. We're just going to just tear it off by hand, one by one. And once I do this, I'm gonna crank this fire up. You want this pan hot, because other than that, you'll just be boiling your meat. What I did was I turned the fire up, added my garlic, my bells, and my onions. Of course, they first. So I'm just gonna pinch this meat off, throw it in there like this. Just like that. And I got the fire up high. So you're gonna, but as soon as you get this in, you start stirring quickly because you don't want it to burn, which is gonna make its own little oils and everything. And I got a cup and a half of rice up in here that we're gonna blast this rice real quick. That just means we're gonna put it in here. And I'm gonna put it in layman's terms for y'all, like y'all making rice aroma. There we go. And let this meat sprout. Stirring vigorously so your garlic don't burn. This right here. There we go. See how that's all coming together, boy? I wish y'all had smell of juicy. Wish y'all had smell of juicy on it. Fried and stirred. Crank this up. And I'm going to show y'all what we're going to do after we add this rice. We start to brown very properly. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add just a little kicker of some smoked paprika. About a tablespoon and a half. Give it a smoky flavor. Come on, look at this, boy. See what that look like. Boy, look at that, boy. This about to be some good eating. Now, what we about to do is, like I say, this gonna be cooking for about 20 minutes, because of course that's about time the rice gonna take. Y'all don't have one of these, you could use one of these pots, you could use whatever you can. Just make sure it's in whole heat. You can't, it's not really like it's gonna stick, but you can burn your food. So we're gonna add this rice. I said a cup and a half of rice. Now what I'm gonna do, since this is hot, is I'm gonna go ahead and deglaze this pan with some white wine. There you go. All that sticky stuff at the bottom. It's really smoked. Smell that paprika. And boy, this gonna be some good eating right here. Oh, that wine smells good. That little more shit. Yeah. And we're gonna crank this up. Now, if you don't know how to cook rice on the stove, y'all gonna be SOL. 'Cause I ain't putting this in no strainer. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and add about 2.5 cups of stock. Now, you can use whatever kind of stock you like, whether it be vegetable or chicken. I did stock. Then we're going to go ahead and give it a little taste, because if you add broth, the meat is kind of spicy, plus it's got salt and stuff in it as well. So you don't want to over salt your food. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little touch of salt to this. Alright, so now what we're going to do is add, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and chop this parsley up. So now, I'm going to add tomatoes, green onion, spring onion. And we're going to add this parsley. I'm going to add just a little sugar to cut down the acidity on the tomato. Alright? These tomatoes can get a little gassy. I'll mix this in there. There we go. Yeah. That's looking good right there. Alright. Put this on the top. Just top on for a minute. Just for a little minute. Just for about a minute or two. Go on in there and see that. Gonna be some good eating over here. I'm gonna go ahead and try this here. See what it hitting for. It's spicy, but not as spicy as I thought. But it's really good. The wine, the stock, the sausage, the tomatoes, the green onion, the parsley gives it a nice little taste on the back. The red onion and the garlic. Everything is perfect. Man, look. I'm about to go chow down on this. It's your boy, Chef Boudreau, man. I'm getting it in. Y'all check me out, man. Look, y'all can check me out. RickeySmiley.com. My Twitter, Instagram, Facebook page, business page, Boudreau's Catering. Every other social media outlet, it will be Chef Boudreau Official. All right? It's your boy, man. You already know what it is. You already know how I get down. Peace.